This is Accounting 1. We are on Chapter 7, Lesson 1. And in this video, we're going to be doing the work together. We are on page 186 in your textbook. And the directions say, preparing an income statement, a partial worksheet of Darlene's delivery service for the month ended July 31st of the current year is given in your working papers. Also given is a blank form for completing the income statement. And I'm going to go ahead and guide you through this one. Step 1 says prepare the income statement for the month ended July 31st of the current year. Calculate and record the component percentage for the total expenses and net income. Round the percentage calculations to the nearest 1/10. So I told you before, it's going to tell you what to round your component percentage to. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this. I have mine open in Excel just because I can't handwrite onto my computer. So if we take a look at this, on the top line, we're always going to put the name of our company. So we're going to be putting the name of our company, and the name of our company is Darlene's Delivery Service. And you are going to center that on the top line of the heading. The second line of the heading is always going to be the name of the report or the statement or what you're doing. This is our income statement. So that's going to be centered on the second line. On the third line, you're going to put the date. An income statement is always for a period ended. So this one was for the month ended July 31st. Oops. Okay. So we're going to start our income statement. Over here, you're going to see this is a copy from a worksheet. So this is the information we're going to need to put on the income statement. It's a lot of just copying, so I'm sure you guys can handle this one. The first thing we're going to do is list our first section, which is our revenue section. So I'm going to type revenue with a colon and go down to the next line. And I'm just going to indent just a little bit. And I'm going to type our first type of revenue, which is sales. Okay, we only have one kind of revenue listed, so we do not have to put it over here in this column. We're just going to go straight over to our totals column, and our sales was $5,511. Okay. So we have our revenue section done. Now we're going to do our expense section, which is the rest of these items. So I'm just going to type expenses with a colon. Go down to the line below it. Again, I'm going to indent just a little bit. And I'm going to start with my first expense, which was advertising expense. And the amount of advertising expense was $821. That's just going to come here to my first column. Okay, and I'm going to continue with typing in all of my expenses. Okay, and after I've typed in all of my expenses, I'm going to go ahead and indent again, and this time I'm just going to type total expenses, so that we can add up our total expenses. This time I'm going to come over to what I call the totals column, and I'm going to add up all my expenses, and that answer should be, give you a second to do it, I got $2,181. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my lines. Give me a second while I do that. So I'm going to put a line under here. Okay, so if I can get my line to draw for me. I'm going to put a line here to show that we added. I'm also then going to go ahead and put a line here because we're going to find out what our net income was. And we're going to do that by subtracting. So on this one, I already know it was a net income because my worksheet says net income. So I'm going to type net income. I could just copy this number, but it's always safer to go ahead and do the math. So I will actually take 5,511 minus 2,181 to give me a net income of $3,330. Now, if this number does not match this number, you know that you have written something wrong, and so you need to go back and fix it. To show that this is correct, I'm going to put in my double line. Oops. Okay. And it's not letting me do a double line. But you can tell from this what I am intending to do. So there is our income statement that we've copied. Now we're going to do our percent of sales. So this is our component percentages. Sales is always 100% of sales. So I'm going to type 100.0. And this is putting on the percent sign. I do not want the percent sign to be showing, so I'll go ahead and turn that off. 100.0. Make my column wide enough so you can see what I've typed. Oh, and we only wanted 1 decimal place. There we go. Okay, I'm going to come down here to our total expenses, and I'm going to take I'm going to find out what my component percentage is. So I'm going to take my total expenses and divide by my sales. So I would take 2,181, and I'm going to divide that by 5,511. And so it looks like my component percentage, this rounded it for me and made it not the way we wanted it, but we wanted 39.6 is what you should have got for an answer there. Okay. To find my net income component percentage, I'm going to take 3,330 and divide that by the 5,511. And for that one, I should get 60.4. Okay, to double check to make sure I'm right, make that 1 decimal place. To make sure I'm right, I can add both of these numbers together, and I should come out with 100%. Okay, so that is your income statement for your work together. Go ahead and do the on your own. I'm going to pause the video, and then I will show you what on your own should look like so you can make sure that you got it correct. Okay, and this is what your on your own should look like that you did for Cuts by Kelly. Double check this, make sure that all your numbers are correct, make sure that your component percentage is correct. If you've got that, then you're going to go ahead and do application problem 7-1. Thanks and have a great day.